Hello and welcome to another entry in this video series where we are checking out submissions to the DungeonCrawler GameJam of 2026. And this time we will have a look into the Outerspace Blues by ColdEmber. But before we have a look at the page and then jump into the game, here's a brief overview of this year's Game Jam. This year's DungeonCrawler GameJam has been completely organized by the community, including donations for the prizes. The rules might look complicated, but can be summarized very quickly. Essentially, the goal is to make a grid-based dungeon crawler with first-person perspective like Wizardry, Dungeon Master or Legend of Grimrock. And like these games, the game must have combat or a substitute, a way to win, to lose, and a character value like hit points, which can also be increased. While the game itself needs to be made within the 9 days of the jam, it is allowed to prepare and to reuse code and assets as well as using AI. You also got to pick and implement one of the 4 themes revealed at the start of the jam. In total, more than 75 valid entries have been submitted in the jam, freely available for everyone to try out. And the winners are determined by votes from the community. Purpose of my videos is solely to provide feedback and entertainment. And with that said, let's get back to today's game. Outerspace Blues by ColdEmber. So let's have a look at the page first. Warning, bugs. There's a bug on game over. Just don't die. Okay, we will try that. If escape doesn't work to access the menu, rebind it from the title screen. Well, it's nice that we can rebind, but yeah, it's a problem, I guess, with browser-based games. Unfortunately, we cannot download the game, so we will see if that works. Rebinding strafe does not work. Other rebinds work. You will need to see what standard key there is for strafing then. Apparently, if you turn a lot after taking stairs, there's some bug that can happen where the camera is misaligned with a player position, with a real player position. I am not sure how it happens, but it seems to happen more on controllers. Well, this sounds like that the real player, that the player itself is still on the right position and it's just the camera which is off, which would then not be too problematic, just look weird, but we will see. Also, I'm not using controller. A dungeon crawler study for DungeonCrawler.org. It's dungeon crawlers, by the way. Jam 2026. The theme chosen was retrofuturism. It's very similar to Dungeon Encounter, if you played that. I did not. Contains a combat system, labyrinth, handmade comic book graphics, numerous weapons and items to use, a minimap, a dozen charming sprites, 10 handcrafted levels, jazzy soundtrack from artists on Dover Syndrome. Credits me, ColdEmber, music, Dover Syndrome, SFX, alright, icons, good plugins. I do know some other Dover band, but it's completely different one apparently. So let's have a look at the submission page here. The game is themed with retrofuturism imagery. I went for 70s comic book style. Yeah, and we can also see that this spaceship looks maybe like a mix of Jules Verne and something like Captain Planet or so. Most graphics were created by the team and some audio assets were downloaded and made prior to the jam. Okay, so let's jump into the game. The Outerspace Blues by ColdEmber. And here we are in the game. Let's have a look at the options. Nice. Everything is set to 80. I have not changed anything, so I can also increase the volume without tinkering around in Windows. I mean, this would be browser settings in this case. I'm playing on Edge, by the way, so let's see what happens if I press escape. Yeah, of course it goes then out of full screen here, so I should probably rebind that. And I'm using Edge for basically having a is browser, which I don't use for anything else, and yeah, that makes it easier. So menu, let's just use O. I mean, it really depends on if that's the only thing we use the menu for. Up, down, turn left, turn left, what? Strafe left, turn left. Okay, so either way, this is for turning, and this is for strafing, so these are swapped controls. Yeah, of course, that's a bit unfortunate then if you can't make it into the basically more standard controls. Now, it will depend on whether the game is now turn-based or not. I might just be very confused, and I might just not strafe at all, because it might lead to more mistakes than it helps, so we will see. But I think we will be able to handle that. So, sometime far away, Interpret's explorer from the Confederation sieve through the galaxy. They search for new alien civilization and lost artifacts. None lone explorers come back home, and the rest I couldn't read. Alright. I mean, let's just redo the intro real quick. New game. Sometime far, far away, Interpret explorer from the Confederation sieve through the galaxy. They search for new alien civilization and lost artifacts. Some lone explorers back home. When all the alarm screams, it's an attack. The evil intents. Yeah, it's a bit fast. So we are exploring stuff, and what was the last? Some alert is going off, and we are attacked home or something. And lost artifacts. Lone explorers come back home. When all the alarms screams, it's an attack. The evil interstellar syndicate is here. Okay. Ouch. Is everyone alright? It hurts everywhere, but I'm okay. Vitals of the team? Perfect. Or so I think. Thank you, healer. Now, what the heck happened? The ship got attacked and we crashed. The ship is badly damaged and we will need a new source of power. Or so I think. And where the hell are we gonna find that? Hate to interrupt you, but it seems hostiles are approaching fast. Alright, battle formation. Let's get them before they get us. Okay. We have leader, sniper, healer, and killer. The mad killer bunny alien thing. Okay. It's... Oh, interesting. So we are coloring the floor. Okay. We do have a map here. Yeah, we can only control with WSD, not with arrow keys. I mean, you could, in theory, redefine that, but... Okay, can we click on anything? No, we can not. Alright, let's press O. And it actually saves the settings, which is nice. So we have sniper, scan, healer, heal, inventory. Ah, okay, we do have an inventory. Item you want to equip. Okay. But it seems like we only have inventory for the... Okay. Ah, no, we can go through the characters that way. Handgun, dagger. And then we could switch items. Now the issue is... Ah no, this is the back key. Okay. Settings. And controls. Okay, no, that should be fine. Okay, let's see. We have 3 different resources apparently. Not active. This is then the sniper scan or something. 5 of 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, regarding the perspective, yeah, you need to disregard the border here, the top and bottom. It's the game is using a weird aspect ratio, which is, I don't know, maybe 17 or 18 to 9 or something. So it fills out this with black, but why I'm saying you need to kind of ignore that is because it kind of looks like this might be an additional tile end, which it is not. So, yeah, the perspective itself is fine. We are just too... I mean, can be intended, right? But we are very deep on the floor. So, we are tiny, apparently. Regarding controls, it's not having a queued up system. It does continuously check. It does also continuously turn, which I would disable, but I think the second turn is taking so long that it will probably not happen often that you accidentally turn. So it actually, I think it could be a little bit better in regards to controls, but I think it feels quite good actually. So let's interact with whatever that is. Everyone was resurrected. This is also a checkpoint. Okay. Everyone was healed and is full HP. Well, we are supposed to not die, right? So... Oh. I hope that this is not like endless random combat. Welcome in Outer Blue's combat system. Your aim is to reduce all enemies' health points to 0. Okay. I've heard of that. You do that by selecting items. Attacks are of 2 types. Melee hits physical defense. Range hits cover. Once you depleted one of the other, you can hit HP. Good luck. Okay. Using a cool system. So this it's using the speed basically for the turn order, and as soon as the speed reaches 0, it's this character's turn. So after this character we will use this and that also means that there is no cap in how much speed you have, I guess. So that there are some systems which are like initiative based, and the speed also only puts you first in turn, but you can't be faster than the first, and then everything on top of that is basically wasted. And yeah, so this is actually a nice system. I think we can now choose an action, which, yeah, we can also select by a keyboard here. And we need to end. Okay, so this is also increasing the timer then. This is adding 45, this is adding 30. And this is removing the CV. Yeah, so they're doing both the same damage, but this one is faster. And because the enemy both has 10, we will just use the dagger. But of course, that would also require that... yeah, that would also require that the other characters also have this option here. Okay, it's a bit odd that we need to confirm with enter. Maybe I can change that to space. Or I mean, I'm not using mouse anyways, so... Okay. Maybe everyone just has that? Okay. Okay, we got some XP. One thing I'd like to check is the scaling. It doesn't look great, as I mean in the game the 3D stuff is nice, but this looks terrible here on my browser. Like I mean it is browser scaling, and you can see that here. Here it looks much better. So it is because it doesn't have a real full screen, and the browser is doing the scaling, and that's why this just doesn't look great. But it is what it is. So I'm not going to to play it in a small screen, then extract that from the browser and scale it in an OBS. So this is how I see it now, and this is how you are going to see it. Alright. So, this is the last. As a reward for mapping all tiles, you get 1 consumable. Yeah, there is some spinny when we are going into the next... next area. Enemies surprising you can be dangerous. That's why Sniper is equipped with a scanner. Activate it from the pause menu. Get to the pause menu with escape, which we changed. However, it's active for a limited time. That is shown at the top of your screen, and it costs resources. But if you can't see them, it feels like random battles, isn't it? Yeah, and as gamers don't like random battles, exactly, so activate the scanner with escape. No, with O. Okay. Sniper, use scanner. Ah. Huh, okay. So this is consumable. I like that the mapping, like this is also coloring the floor. Oh, we have 3 enemies. Okay, all items have different speeds. Okay. The speed, yeah, we know that. The higher the value, the more you have to wait until next time. We figured that out already. Oh no! They killed her! No, they did not. They just removed the armor. So, we use the dagger... Yeah. On this thing, and it should die. No, it did not. Oh, okay. So it seems like no matter how much defense there is, you will never the overkill damage is not going into the HP. Batman! Something like that. Okay, dagger. Dagger. We will need to use 2 turns anyway, so... Yeah, music is a great addition to the game. Really fits very well together. I like that. Leader, sniper, healer. Yeah. Everyone gets some XP. And we got a level up with some missing characters. Level gain, I think that's probably an arrow, like 1 to 2, 35 to 40, and so on. Again, this might be a browser-based thing. I don't know. Maybe it was just missing from that, like it's with the Godot export or something. Anyways, we got some more cover and more HP, basically. Nothing else, it seems. Items have either a fixed random value if it can attack is fixed. It looks like this. Random. When it's random, the value will be determined between 1 and the value. So far everything is fixed, but maybe we get some additional stuff. So yeah, it cannot do more than... Yeah. And you can also see this inconsistent moving, which is a bit, I think, consequence of, like, yeah, I mean, how the movement is working, because I'm basically... Yeah, if I move the forward button the right moment, I get, like, this jumping thing, I guess. Some attacks requires you to own a consumable resource to use. The resource are explosive, medicine, and energy. Usually they have stronger effect, but they cost you. Okay, maybe we get something now, but doesn't look like it. So far we only ever have these two things. You will die now. Also, it seems like our armor basically gets refreshed for every battle. Okay. So yeah, it's turn-based combat. Oh. Everyone is healed and is full HP. Turn-based combat, and I'm just not using strafe, so that's fine. You replenished your stocks. Okay, now... Yeah, the scanner is... No, the scanner is not a resource, I don't know. Everyone who has resurrected, there's also a checkpoint, which we can't use because we shouldn't die. The squid! Yeah, I keep using the dagger because it's faster, but so far there's also not really any use to use anything else. It's not like they have any weaknesses or stuff. So we will just go for that. And level up, more HP, more cover. I'm wondering whether we will also get some new skills at some point. I think this is going, yeah, this is going down. Yeah, again, I mean, yeah, it's kind of useless to use anything else. We attack this thing first, because it will just die after 2 attacks. Maybe we can kill that dude before its next turn. The Lance Marine, yeah. Crystal Robots. I think it also reminds me of another game, even though I never really played it. 1 second. Isn't that also a bit like Speed Racer? I mean, in terms of graphical style, I think it is. And I think the music is also a bit in that direction. I'm not 100% sure. There's a music CD in this version. It has one absolutely horrific techno track, but I think the general music is also a bit into this jazzy direction. I'm not 100% sure though. So, we are missing 2 more tiles here. Where are they? We cannot open the map. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate that these tiles are showing on the map. But, we still need to run on top of them to actually have them count for the achievements. Alright. Level 2! Level 3! So 10 levels, I think, was. Our scanner is inactive, so let's activate. No, this was sniper. No, that was the scanner. We also, in theory, have a heal, but yeah, if you just hold the forward button, it will also just bloop bloop bloop. So I can also do it that way. Okay, okay. Let's have a look at the enemies. The first one is done with 2 attacks. Second one needs 3 attacks. And yeah, it's so far the issue Oh. Okay, one thing I didn't see is that this one, the first one, is actually an AoE. So we could just go with that. Let's just AoE everything now. AoE! Ah, okay, but it uses a resource. Was it? Or it was just this character? Anyways, ouch. Why wasn't this one hurt more? That was the wrong one. Just handgun. Handgun. Okay. Okay, but there was this other path. Okay, that's a bit bigger. Everyone was healed. A new enemy, the Exterminator. 1 HP. Yeah, because the value... So far, it doesn't really make any difference, yeah? 164. I mean, our character would have been dead right away if like that was also doing damage right away. So this is going downstairs, which we will not do yet. Hello. Marine. Oh, a 2000 heal. Okay. So they have a bit more hit points, but I still don't see any like additional... Like this laser rifle, this uses one resource, but... And hurts everyone. Ah, it was a random damage, okay. Okay. Yeah, I will just keep using the dagger for now. Can we stop this one from attacking? No, we cannot, but we can do this here. Attack. Attack. And dead. And level up. I think the XP bar or whatever that is in combat, it's a bit useless. Two last tiles. Okay. So... this one will attack anyways, we can't stop that. We have all 4 characters will act before these 2 enemies, so we will just kill one of these 2. Doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, so... Ooh, we got some spoils. As a reward for mapping consumables. Okay, but now... Inventory. Oh, I got a sword before, which I didn't see. Huh. Okay. So, this is doing 100 damage. Okay, this is the wrong character though. No, I wanted to... What? Can we replace the laser rifle? I actually don't want to do that. Okay. Let's get... Yeah. Was there... Was there an option where I could see their values? I don't think so. Was there? Huh. Because we had some characters which were faster than others, and it makes sense. So far, they all have like 30 defense, but more hit points, so it would make sense to have the stronger items on the slower characters. But I'm not sure if... let's just do this. But I think there wasn't any option. Yeah, that's the issue. If you're playing so many games, you also kind of mix them together sometimes. But I don't think that there was an option. Yeah, you replenished your stocks. Thank you. Okay. Ah, now they do have more defense here. And no HP, so this weapon we just equipped is kind of useless against them. Greatsword. We use this here now. Not Greatsword, the Sarah Sword. Doesn't really matter. Burp. Dagger. Dagger. Another Sarah Sword. Yeah, let's just equip that as well. Dagger. Sarah Sword. Yeah. Resume. He has a cannon. Interesting alien type. Interesting looking alien type. Dagger. So we use this here. And then we have the Sarah Sword. And now we can basically kill this one right away. And remove this. And kill that one as well. A laser saber. But so far, we never used that other thing, so... laser saber. Unfortunately, that thing doesn't scroll, but we can use the mouse for that. 300? Okay. Let's... Oh no, this uses resources. This handgun seems to be kind of useless anyways, so... Let's use this. And... Or maybe... Dagger... Laser saber. Okay. So that way... We can use the laser saber when it should be necessary, but because it's using up resources, we might not want to do that. Okay. So this area has 90 tiles. It's a bit bigger. We can't... Can we go up again? Oh, and enemies respawn. So in theory, we could also grind if we wanted to. Which we don't want to. Okay. Dagger. I guess we could also just swap all the weapons, so I can just hit enter, enter for everything. Sarah sword. Dagger. Oh. Oh, it was healing completely. Uh-huh. Sarah sword. And burp. Okay. I should have attacked the other one, but it doesn't matter. Okay. We might be a bit... I mean, there has not been any fight which has been difficult. Not even difficult. They didn't even scratch us before. So maybe that's a bit the balancing is not super optimal. Okay. I mean, we have all this stuff, but in the end, we are always just using this one thing. Inventory. Sarah sword. Let's exchange this for the laser saber. Uh-oh, our scanner is inactive. Can we just reactivate that? Ah, yeah, it's using... What was it using? Ah, so it's using one of these consumables. Alright, but we have enough of them. Sarah swords. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, doesn't matter anyways, because we couldn't have killed it faster. Just has 1 HP, but yeah. Alright. A reward, 1 consumable. Alright, where would... Okay. I think I killed that one already. I must have. Maybe because I ran... we had another Sarah sword. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ah, a few more. One down. I should have done a little bit. Oh! Oh! Okay. We finally lost someone. Now we don't have a resurrection thingy yet. Oh, interesting. And the dead character also doesn't get anything. Hello. The stairs down. We need to find the resurrection thing. I don't want to go back up. Healed and is full HP. Well, thanks, but this dungeon, this level isn't that big. Why isn't this shown now? Let's try that. Eye Marine. Sarah Sword. Bep. Sarah Sword. Bep. Okay, nice. But of course, this one character doesn't get anything. Now this could get ugly now. I don't really. Do we really need to go upstairs again? Was this? No, this was not the healing thing. They do attack to damage to everyone. I don't see. Let's try this. Okay, Sarah Sword. This one. Oh, it was the wrong one, but fine. Nah, but the one guy is still toast. You replenished your stocks. Gimme here! Resurrect, I mean. Or can they only be used once? Sarah Sword. Yeah, okay. Let's get the last one. Oh. Yeah, I mean, if they are hit multiple times, they are dead, so. And this is the case for pretty much everything. So. Okay, healing. The healing is... Okay, nice. It's very fast. Okay. Electric stick? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm not... Maybe we can even resurrect with the heal, but... Here? Nope, this was wasted. Yeah, that's maybe an issue in the game in general. Like, the damage values are so high that you're basically always overkilling. And you are not really going to take any damage. You either die or... Electric? What? This can do up to 150 damage, but it seems kind of useless. Not going to use that. Is it possible that the healing things can only... that they are not spawning here? Respawning? Like if you're leaving them, it's gone? But now the issue is... No, nothing here. And this is... Ah, because... okay. The scanner was out. We should reactivate the sniper scan. Alright. Yeah, we still have this symbol in this level. Everyone was here. Maybe this can only exist once and is then transferred down because it's also not going away after usage. 1 consumables. Or maybe there just wasn't any resurrection thing in these levels. Yeah, I don't need heal, I need res. Ah, here. Resurrected. And healed. Okay, nice. This could also be like... boss... No, this is teleporter stuff. Okay, cool. A reward for mapping... Okay. Brief one. Teleporter trap! Let's use the sniper scan. This one is hitting everyone. And this might actually be worth it in this case. So let's use that. Bams. Yeah, the damage values are partially insane. So you're either dead or don't take a scratch, which is not optimal. Sarah Sword. And the same is basically true for the enemies. Yeah. $74 tiles. Healed. Laser rifle on everyone. Using up one more resource, we are just killing this dude now. This just did 14 damage for some reason. So... oh, we can stop this turn even. Yeah. They split up the damage. Unfortunately... oh, she still has the dagger because she was dead before. Okay. This is kind of useless, so let's go to that. Nah. Sarah sword. Yeah, let's change the weapon here. Sarah sword. Also, why is he called a healer if we do not have any healing stuff? Maybe that was the initial idea when the game was like drafted initially, and then there was no time for additional implementation of this stuff. Huh. Okay. Exterminator. Sarah sword. Can we stop any of them? No, we cannot. So the first attack... oh, we can actually kill this dude. So we will... yeah, that should be fine. Yeah. Are these secrets? No. Oh. Oh? Ah. And this is... will this pod us? Ah, okay, we can go... Oh, okay. Okay. So this is a bug. And apparently we cannot go back. Okay. Laser saber. I think we're dead now. Yeah, we are very much dead. No way to survive that. Yeah, game over. So, actually, we can't. Yeah, no, now the game is broken. Okay, yeah, I will not try that again because I already played for an hour and I think I got pretty far here. So, and I think that there is like this huge random component in the basically you have these enemies which all the damage which is done, well, sometimes they just do 10 damage or something, but whether or not the enemy does 50 or 1,000,000 damage doesn't really matter much, because you will always get, like, the first hit will always get your whole defense down, and the second hit will then also immediately kill you. So that means if accidentally 2 enemies attack the same character, it's dead. And the same is true for the opposite. If once we have the weapon upgrade, basically, where, I mean, in the beginning, the first weapon does the same. We need to attack an enemy 2 times or 3 times, and at that point, because they had like 31 hit points. So 1 attack for the armor, a second attack for 30 damage, third attack for the rest of the damage, and as soon as we have the 50 damage swords, it's then 1 attack armor, 1 attack hit points, dead, and so on. And that's basically every combat. And then the interesting part is the timer, so that you need to focus on the enemy where you have where you can basically stop or prevent the next attack. But yeah, that's it. As I mentioned, the perspective is fine. I think it's a bit low, but I think it was also kind of intended that way. Maybe we are just dwarfs or something. I don't. The enemies are also very small, so maybe yeah, that's just the way it was intended. I don't know, but I think everything bigger would have been better. The movement, I think, worked kind of fine. I think there could be improvements there, but it was continuously checking for key inputs, which was nice. So it didn't feel bad. Moving around was actually fine. And then, yeah, there were a couple of bugs, like this, with this bug with dying. The bug with, I didn't quite get how this worked with the respawn. Then there was this bug where we got the additional resources, and yeah. But overall, I like the game. I think it just needs a little bit more polish here and there, just minor tweaks, so that you can, yeah, that the combat gets more meaningful. Also that your characters actually take damage. And I mean, you have this leader, sniper, healer, killer. And with the healer, you can use this special option, which we cannot open now, for healing. Maybe I can just, maybe it did save it some way. If I just refresh this, but I don't think it does. So with the healer, you do have the healing option, but that never, as also this button, by the way, has no icon. The healer has this healing ability, but it is never useful, so it's kind of yeah, the rolls just don't make much sense. And it would be nice, like, if there were, yeah, now we are starting over, like, more different abilities and stuff. Maybe if, like, each character just had one more ability, one unique own ability, and it doesn't even need to change throughout the game, but just something where you could, in combat, where it can make a difference. I don't know, like, the leader could use, has a shout which speeds up all other 3 characters by 20, but doesn't then have an own option. The sniper, I don't know, makes more damage, but only to hit points or something, or has an, you know, I mean, there would need to be a cooldown or something. The healer might be able to heal in combat, and the killer, I don't know. But something like that, you have an alternative way which is meaningful in combat. That would have been nice. So just a few additions thrown into the room, which could make the game more interesting, but it was a nice entry. I like the graphics were nice. Ah yeah, the scaling is bad, because it's browser scaling and it just looks bad. So it would be nice if there was an executable, or I don't know if like, I think it was Godot, right? If there was a better way to scale the picture up to full screen using box scaling or integer scaling or something, area, whatever you want to call it. So that, yeah, it does. This font here looks very washed out. This one looks fine, but this one doesn't scale well. So of course just everything could be changed to this font. So there's that. The scaling, yeah, the music was fine, and it was also well implemented into the games, that you really have this background music, and then after finishing the fight has a different music, I think, and then after finishing a fight you also have this jingle thing. So that was also well done. Yeah, that has been Outerspace Blues by ColdEmber. Thanks a lot for this contribution to the DungeonCrawler GameJam of 2026. And thanks to you all for watching this episode. And if you'd like to see more, you can check out the link in the video description to the playlist, and there you can find all the other entries I've covered so far. And if you want to try your luck finishing this game, and I guess by the time you see this video, there is also the option for after jam updates, so there might be an update already with some bug fixes when you see that, and then you might have a better chance of finishing the game than I had. So you will find the link to the game down in the video description. So yeah, thanks again for submitting this game to ColdEmber. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.